After the death of modern man, it's usually cremated. In ancient my country, they usually use the way the coffin is buried. However, different regions, the coffin form generally used is different. In the southern part of our country, in ancient times, some ethnic minorities buried their dead. In fact, the approach taken is the entrance. The so-called porch is to drive the stake into the cliff. The coffin is placed on a wooden stake. Besides, you can also put half of the coffin into the cliff. The other half is on the stake. But overall, the construction of the entrance is more difficult, and it also consumes a lot of manpower and material resources. So it is usually chosen by nobles. This porch party is more popular among ethnic minorities and show respect. The deceased will also determine the location of the entrance. Based on literature and field research in Sichuan, Yunnan, Guizhou, Guangxi, Fujian, Taiwan, Hubei, Hunan, Jiangxi and other provinces have this burial place. Jiangxi, Fujian, Sichuan, Isidine. A large number of people from the Warring States period to the Qing and Han dynasties were found. Entrance burial is a very wonderful method of burial. It's a method that people still don't understand. The Tibetan form chosen for the entrance burial. The difference is also relatively large. The Tibetan individuals. There are also relatively large differences. It's usually on the half-waist of a cliff. Of course, you can also take advantage of the natural for a porch burial. Essentially speaking, in fact, the entrance has the same meaning as other Tibetan methods. He's just looking for a home for the dead. However, if you think about it carefully, we'll feel there's so much weird about it. Why is a casket weighing 1,000 caddies will be carried up a cliff and it's still standing there? It's not going to fall off. And not only that, who is the owner of that coffin? Obviously, with our current intelligence, it is still difficult to uncover the prophecy of this millennium. You can't dream without the shadow of the entrance. In 1933, the exploration of a local official's secret. They hired two Jeffs. Two new entrances were opened at Dusha Pass, but it didn't take long. These two Joffs died inexplicably. Countless entrances distributed in the three gorges of the Yangtze River. On the cliff of the little three gorges of the Daning River in Wushan, in the past, the three gorges Daning River circulated here. There is a coffin on the rock, thousands of gold and silver. Life is hard to come by. So, what's in this coffin? And how did this coffin get up? After investigation, big and small Three Gorges entrance in a natural cave at a certain height above the ground, or cut a hole in the cliff, or several caves. Place the coffin membrane in the hole hewn. 1979, Mr. Lin Xiang, professor of history, Sichuan from the upper reaches of the Daning River. The golden axis is placed in the rock wall entrance down a porch. This coffin is from 8 countries more than 2,000 years ago. But the amazing thing is that there is no Buddha yet. The coffin is made of southern wood. It's 2 meters long. Nanmu was thrown into 20,000 and hollowed out. Guangai is semi-sadistic. The joint of the closing cover and the closing bottom is a mother for mixing along the river cover with Ding Mao buckles. Entrance cave. Choose above the cliffs of the Shajiang River. The cave has no standing water. Ventilation is better, and it won't get hit by the rain. The cave is very dry, and here's what's even more amazing. The cave has an inclination of 20 degrees. 2 corpses in the palace. One is a 13 or 14-year-old boy. The second is a 15 or 16-year-old girl. Boys die a natural death during competition, and the girl was buried with him. His martyrdom is the same generation and the same Zhuo. During the Cultural Revolution, the Red Guards broke the 4th uncle risk from Sichuan Wuzhen Daning River. On the cliffs of ancient Chinese and the little 3 gorges and Longmen go to the next entrance first. There are only bones in the coffin, tea leaves and books. In addition to that, burial relics found in other entrances and historical data, linen, drugs, etc. The south bank of Ketong Xiaku excavated in the 1950s and 1960s. Sichuan. The deceased has my stone axe stone chip waiting for jade payment. Jade ring earrings. Dream circle. Gulwozhong is spelled. There are also fish on the rider's head. Fish is salty in the mouth, holding fish in both hands. There are also fish on both sides of the body. You can know the person by looking at the collection. From this, it cannot be seen that my master is a farmer. It is the daughter of the rich who is eager to return. Head under the pillow, fish mouth. It is the fisherman who holds the fish in his hand and puts the fish by his side. A man who lived by chicken. The coffin he used to die was the herald, and the funeral objects inside are usually fishing nets, fish hooks, etc. It must be a blessing in life. Lovers under Jukwan. So much has been said, we still don't know. How did you get up there? Well, there are 3 ways to do this. One is the death of the elderly in ancient times. Future generations enter the shovel as officials. Chisel the magazine with the Linjiang Alpine to bury it, saving the high from the mountain vest. It means filial piety. The second is to hide people directly in caves. Also, to prevent theft or destruction, he had to destroy the passage. Sanch built a wooden frame directly under the mountain, then use a pulley to lift the coffin up, finally placed in the hole. All right, this story about the entrance to Longhu Mountain in China. That's it. Thank you for listening. Follow me if you like.